What's up, everyone? It's me, Armando. It is Friday, 4 o'clock, and I hope everyone had a great week. I sure did. Um, but I had to make this video as quickly as possible because, with the time change, it makes everything really dark by 4:30. So, but today I just want to just pop in and share with you something that's very close to me. For those who know me personally, they know that but I'm always on my feet. I'm constantly walking. I walk to and from everywhere I need to go, and I also ran. And I ran in high school. I ran track and cross country, and so that's my form of exercise as well. So, um, but um, but this week I had a day where I just wasn't my full 100% self. I was I just was very distracted by a lot of things going on around me, and just personally and professionally, and I just wasn't very motivated. So instead of just moping in it, I had to ask myself the question, and that's something that as a coach I'm constantly doing, is asking the right questions for myself to answer, and for me to ask you, so that you can find the answers for yourself. So I asked myself, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling these negative feelings? What's going on here? And so I realized that it was because I'm sure all of us are like this too. I am easily distracted by my phone. I am constantly checking up on emails, and I'm checking up on Instagram posts, and just a bunch of just a lot of really annoying distractions. And so I just said, what, I need to figure this out. I need to deal with this. And so what I did was I called my mom, and I just told her, listen, I am going to be taking I'm taking a nice little walk outside. I don't know how long, but I'm not going to bring my phone with me. And of course, she panicked for a brief moment, and she said, wait a minute, what if there's an emergency? What if something happens? And I told her, don't worry, I'll be okay. I mean, I'm just going to walk around my neighborhood. It's not a big deal. But I told myself, I said, as someone who is very motivated by my faith in God, and someone who prays all the time, I always go outside. No matter where I'm going, I always put all my faith and trust in God's hands, and that He's going to lead me safely to where I need to go, and come back home safely. So anyway, so I go out, and before that, I decided, okay, what am I going to do? So normally, like everyone, I bring my essentials with me. Bring the phone, bring the wallet, and sometimes I even bring my backpack with me, because I'm constantly writing. I'm always have my notebook with me and a pen and paper constantly. But for this day, I decided, what, I'm just gonna really cut down on a lot of things that I normally take with me. So aside from leaving the phone, I also didn't bring my wallet. I brought my house key and my vaccination card, and my notebook with me, and that's it. I just went out and just took a good 2.5 mile walk around my neighborhood, and in the beginning, it was very weird. It was very odd, because my pockets are usually filled with the things that I always carry with me, and so when I didn't have that, it was a very strange adjustment, and it felt I felt almost naked, for the lack of better terms. And so I said, okay, well, what, just keep going, just go about your day. And so I kept on walking, and and then as I was walking, I just was paying attention to the sounds that were all around me. I went from walking down the streets with a lot of traffic, and then next thing you know, I get to a park like this where I'm in, and I just was able to hear the silence, and I was able to hear my own voice, and figure out the problems and the questions that I was dealing with at the time. I was able to find the right resolution for that. And so, and it was really great. And it was a very was a very rewarding experience because I was able to do something that was not normally something that I would do, and it was a challenge. It was a challenge to go out with very little as possible. Um, and so that's a concept that I think is very important to share with others, and that is, you know, when you are so used to having certain things on you or believing in certain things that were programmed in you from a very early age, it's hard to get yourself out of that and introduce yourself to new beliefs. And so I may have brought this up in a few videos in the past, but um, the idea of change and growth can be a very scary thing for a lot of people. It could be very uncomfortable because comfort is something that we all want to be in all the time, and sometimes it can be a good thing, and a lot of times it's not a good thing, because if you want to be able to achieve whatever fulfillment you want within yourself, you have to make those necessary changes within yourself, so that you can be able to say, you know what, I did this, and I did it on my terms, and I did this so that I could prove it to myself and also prove to others that I can do it. And it's something that I even as a coach, I'm also human, and I'm also still finding more about where my strengths are in doing something that's something that I just never thought that I could ever really do. And so but there is something very empowering about that, by giving yourself that permission to say, you know what, I need to do this for myself. I need to find whatever is in me to make whatever I want happen. And so I just want to just conclude this video by saying that by taking some time for yourself, pick any day that you want, one day out of your week, to just say, you know what, I need this time for myself. I need this time to just be alone with myself, with my thoughts, and then when you're done, you find that the things that you worried about were not as big as you thought they were. And so and it's a process, and it's a process to make that a part of your daily routine, because, you know, all of us, we're all very routine. We all have a certain schedule that we keep within ourselves all the time, but by allowing yourself to make some essential changes in your routine, it won't feel so daunting the more you do it, and then eventually that will also be a part of your routine too. So and that's something that I would love to be on with you. I want to be on your path to grow, to take chances, find out, you know, where your strengths are, and whatever weaknesses you think you have, how we could build on those, and how we could make those as part of your strengths too. Because there's nothing wrong with being with having, I don't want to say weakness, but it's okay to not always have to be perfect all the time. You know, perfection is something that is a foreseeable goal, but it's a goal that doesn't happen overnight. It is a gradual process that could take a long time to get to. But you only have to focus on just today. You only have today to focus on, and how can I make the right changes for myself so that I can be what I want to be in the future. So that's why I wanted to come in today and share with you about. And again, if you like what you saw, and if you're interested in hearing more about, you know, what I'm working on and what I could do for you, if you're looking for someone to have a coach with, feel free to send me a message on my Instagram. And as I said in the last video, I'm going to be working on my website. I have a landing page that's in development right now, and still working on new methods for my teachings, and and just remember that this is all about you. This is about you taking control of yourself, taking control of your life, taking control of your destiny. And I'm just there on that ride with you. And so just know that you always have someone in me that you can always fall back on and talk to you about what's going on with you. And I look forward to doing that with you. So, but anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day, have a wonderful weekend, and like I always say, trust yourself, trust the process, and know that you are enough. Take care, you guys. I'll talk to you soon.